Hello everybody out there. I just sat here and thought, what am I doing? I feel like I'm about to start a craft show on Creating Craft. Got the product ready. I looked on, there was no item number. We have got a deal for you though. Welcome to Facebook. And this isn't just about you buying the products I'm showing you, although they're exclusive and I'm bringing them to you because you're special before anybody else. It's about me just getting a chat and a catch up and you being able to put your messages on there, share your makes. Thank you to everybody who did that over the last couple of weeks. Wow, you've been amazing. I think we're going to have to start to think about something next year we can do about all these makes you're doing, because it's a shame not to share them with absolutely everybody. And also the other thing is it's sort of, well, I guess this is a little bit of me time, because I get to actually share with you some of the things and the reasons why I had to put the product together. So I hope you get some inspiration from it. So I'm going to stop talking, get cracking straight away. And we have got our first set of glitters. Now, when you look at glitter collections, and they're rainbowed colours or they're seasonal, so they're your spring shades or your winter shades. But I actually wanted something that could work all year round. So, of course, it's going to work for Christmas, but golds, whites and silvers, absolutely, this is my go-to collection. But sometimes I want different actual textures of them, and I don't want it all exactly the same. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to work in the centre of here. I'm going to work with that, and then the obvious is the icicles. And I know a lot of you have already got these because we did some deals with them and there were gifts and things like that. So I want to use those as well. And then I'm going to go into one of our backing papers and talk about how this backing paper, we could add so much to it to give it a different look and feel. And I'm going to be working with a little bit of bookbinding glue because it's great and easy, and it's got this lovely, this is one of the Pinflair ones. It's got this really easy to work with nozzle. And so let's look at how and where we would glitter on a page like this. Well, this one's really easy to work with because you've already got the glitter on the top of the trees. So I would be literally dragging my bottle. And I'm going to do this. In fact, I'll do it on a piece of black card so you can see. I'm not going to worry that this is my viewfinder. We'll turn it over. But I would literally drag and pull so that you are getting, and don't keep all the lines perfectly straight and squeeze and then stop squeezing. So you're getting all these little effects of where the glitter's going and what it's going to look like. So I'm just going to wipe that down, because that will dry without me having to worry about it, and then I haven't ruined my viewfinder. So I would carry on like this, so you can see I'm lifting up the nozzle a little bit, putting the glue down, and just and trying to avoid what happened there. I got what I call train tracks, where you've got two little tracks, because you put the nozzle down and you put it down so hard that you force the glue out of either of the edges. Now there'd be just a few little dots of it at the top, and then we would have quite a bit of it just here at the bottom, and then maybe on the edge of the house, and you would just keep going with all of this. So that would be where I would put the first lot of glitter. And what I'm going to do there is I'm going to go into my glitter pots, and I'm going to work with, this is the medium of the Snow White. I'm just going to lay this down, and after this Facebook Live we'll get a photograph of this and you can see what this looked like when it's completely dry, okay? So that's the first layer that we've put. Oh! Oops. Did you see what I just did? Okay. Hello everybody. If you just joined, I just created a catapult out of the backing paper for all the glitter. I love my job. Right. Here we go. Right. That's my producer. Absolutely killed over laughing. He won't be laughing when he sees it's covered in glitter. Goes a long way, this stuff. It's really good value for money. It goes a long way. Right, this is why you need 3 in one colour, okay? So now I'm going a bit further down with my glue, and this time I'm laying down a little bit more. Sorry, if you've just joined us and you're wondering why I'm laughing, just go back to the beginning. And then we're going to put some snowdrifts in here. So we'll put those in like that. Okay, so you've got quite a bit more glitter. And now you go on to the chunky one. And this one doesn't spring quite as much. So you put it there. Look how much chunkier it is. Oh, wow. This is like really gorgeous. So, you know, I'm being a smart ass, and clearly it isn't working, is it? Because I've just flicked it everywhere, because that's how good the cardstock is, trying to put the glitter back in the pot at the same time. So, do you know what? I'm not even going to try and do that, because I know it's going to go horribly wrong. But what I've done now, and we'll need this to be completely dry for us to be able to properly see the effects, but I've got lovely chunky glitter at the bottom where it looks like you're going to put footprints in the snow. And then I've got this lovely flying glitter at the top. And if I take my viewfinder now and I put that over here, look at how that's really brought the design to life. It's made such a difference. So having multiple colours of multiple sizes of one colour, and also different tints and shades so you can get shadows with them, that really works. So that's one of the things. Now let's look at icicles. So I've got some icicles here, and we could put some really big icicles underneath the front of the house, and I do think that could look quite special. But if the icicles are too long and we want them a little bit finer, then you can still be clever and come into them with your scissors, and just make sure you just literally don't cut them off so that they're flat like that, because icicles don't go flat. So it takes a moment to just make them pointy. But once you've done that, and I'll just do a couple so you can see the difference. So you can still put your little icicles underneath the eaves of the house. So that's one of the ideas for you that I wanted to show you. But then the other one is this. So we go back to our design and we decide where it's going to go. So I think probably about there. And then instead of putting the icicles on the house, let me decide where I'm going to go with it. There. You actually put them onto the frame. So I put them up here. So I can have them so that they're part of my story, but I'm adding another layer of dimension. And I wanted to do this one with a curve because I wanted to show you that even when you've got a curve, as long as you keep the icicles vertical, because that's the way nature intended, they still can look really clever and add you another layer of dimension. So that's one of our compositions that I wanted to share with you. I'm just going to move that out the way. And then I'm going to just do this. And then I know what we need to do. Spare pots so you can mix your own shades. That's it. I need to get you spare pots so that we can have our own shades of glitter. Right, I'm going to put a Christmas tree in the middle of the village, okay, in the middle of the lane, so the milkman's got to drive around it. Pretend this is actually on the village green, okay? So let's move that out of the way, and here is my Christmas tree. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm just going to put some glue down here. So I've just cut a really random triangle, and sort of Christmas tree-ish shape. And then I've got some of my icicles and I've coloured them with a forest green colour. And when I was doing this, I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do it straight off a post or on a triangle. So we're going to have a little look at both, but I think the triangle's going to work better. Hello everybody, if you've just joined. Sorry, I've got this sort of like funny little giggle going on. It's because I've been thinking everything's funny today because I've had a couple of little incidents. So what I've done is I'm going to take the icicles and I'm just going to split them so that these look like they're actually the branches of the tree. I didn't think this would work, and I'm pretty sure it's not, but it might work to have it as at the bottom like that, so we can have it as that kind of tree. Okay, so that's an option. Let's move it out of the way for the time being while we do this. So I'm going to start off building my tree. Now, so I'm going to do my first layers like this. And I'm going to then put some layers here. And I'm not going to get them all, they're not all going to be perfect. They're all going to be a little bit random. So we're going to keep going like this, and you can see that starting to build up the dimension of the tree itself. And let's get a bit of that tape, that glue there, and then a little bit more just here. So great thing is this glue all dries nice and clear. So then we're going to put, and this is the secret look, starting outside and then working all your way up to the top. So I'm just going to put some glue across there and across there. I think I might have enough up there. So let's go there. And then we need you there. So I've started to get my Christmas tree. Then I'm going to go here, there. Oops, I've got one missing. Put that back under there. So I've got these layers of pine branches coming. They're no longer icicles. They've transitioned into a fir tree. Quite exciting because that this is working so well. Then I'm putting them here. And then I'm just going to have that one. And that these ones are sort of crossing over a little bit. So, but that's okay because it's still, the bits are coming out. Then I'm going to show you how I coloured these in. So let's just lift this up because we've got a little bit more to do. So actually the angle's wrong there. So I'm going to lift that and push it out there. So I'm just going to tear that piece off now, I won't. Let's go back to my scissors. So we just get that piece there out. So you can see that's better. And I've got a little bit there that I could do with having some Christmas tree on. So I've got that bit. And then I need a bit more at the top here. And this is how I coloured them. I took one of my ink lily pens, which I'm still using and I absolutely love. Coloured it like this. So a little bit of this, and also this allows you to go up to the edges and just sort of make sure you haven't got any white bits showing, although the white bits are going to disappear because we're going to be doing, remember we're going to be making icicles. And now because I'm getting to the top, what I'm doing is I'm snipping it in so that I've not got such a wide piece here. So I think that will be enough. So let's come back to our Christmas tree. Put a little bit more adhesive here. So we need a branch going down that way. I need you lifted up a little bit there. And then I need another one on this side. This is what I really love about die cutting. Hi everybody. I'm just going to tuck that under that branch because I need that one up so that we can get a bit more dimension. This is the fun part of doing die cutting, making things into things that you never even thought about doing. And please also, everybody, experiment, try different things, because it is so much fun when you're actually making stuff that you didn't even know that you could make or that you were good at. Right, so I've got one under there that's at the wrong angle, in my opinion, but trees can grow in any direction. But I'm going to just stick another piece on. I'm just going to feed that in there. This is where I need my Craftmaster tweezers. Team would be saying, why haven't you got your tweezers? Because you didn't pack them for me. No, I'm joking. I think I've got mischief in me today. That's so bad. Right, I've got a little bit of, I've got a bald patch. Makes me think of my husband. I've got the mischief in me. Oh dear. One day, when we've got more time, I'll tell you the story about Carl and us being on holiday and the shaving foam in his bald head. It was hilarious. Well, I thought it was, he didn't. Right, so I've got a lovely, lovely look at this Christmas tree. So let's go back into our scene, which the glitter is drying beautifully on. We've got this really contemporary, like spicy Norway spruce that's been hand-picked for us. And then I need to do some work here because you wouldn't have the bottom solid like this. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to snip out some of these little pieces. So making it so it's not as perfect as it looks. And then just getting these little pieces in there so that it just looks, you can see it already looks better, doesn't it? Not having those bits in. So just snipping them away like this. Hi everybody who's just joined. Oh, please go back to the beginning and have a look at what went wrong. Right, so now we've got our little tree. It looks like it's got a skirt on it, so we've got to get rid of these because they're too long at the bottom, not at the sides. And can you see how I'm cutting them off at different angles? So I'm just making sure that it still looks really tree-like. I'm actually going to trim these ones because they're just a tiny bit too long as well. But I don't want them all the same. Perfect. Right, now, fun bit. So take your glue and just take little parts of it, and we're just going to build up the design and put these little bits of snow and just, you know, as it would be on the edges of the branches, and just bringing all of this to life. Getting it nice, quite a lot of snow at the top because it's been a really blustery day. So we'll put quite a bit up there. Okay, so now I need to go back into my glitter. And this is the one that I had earlier, so I might as well just use this. I would probably use my finer one, but this one is out the packet, so we'll have a bit of this one to start with. And then let's get that tapped. Oh, yes, that's looking fantastic. Now I'm going to go in with my super fine because this one will fill in all the little gaps that we've got. So as we do more of these videos, you'll start to work out. You can see where I'm thinking, can't you? And I start to not go quite quiet, but I start to, wonder what I'm going to do with that bit. What shall I do next? Oh, yeah, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Let's put that out of the way there. And then let's put our Christmas tree on here. Now, we need our viewfinder. So we're going to take that viewfinder. We're going to place it just here. We're going to take our Christmas tree and place it just here. And so just when you thought it was icicles, we can turn it into a fabulous Christmas tree. Enjoy, everybody. Can't wait to see you next week.